If you suspect your woman has been with someone else but she's denying it, I'm about to show you 7 psychological phrases that will make her confess without arguments or accusations. These techniques are based on female psychology and work in 90% of cases. The key is staying absolutely calm while using them. Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel because you won't find these techniques anywhere else. Drop a comment letting me know what city you're watching from. I'm curious about my audience geography. Make sure you stick around for phrase number 6, because it works even on the most manipulative women who've been hiding the truth for years. This technique exploits how female guilt actually works psychologically. Phrase 1, I just want to understand the situation. The first phrase removes her defensive walls completely. Instead of making accusations, you're asking for her help. Here's the psychology. When you position yourself as confused rather than angry, women feel safe enough to explain. The exact words matter. Listen, I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to understand the situation because some things are confusing me. Why this works? You're not putting her in a corner. You're inviting her to be the expert on her own behavior. Women respond to this because it doesn't trigger their fight or flight response. Instead of defending herself, she starts explaining. The key is your tone. You must sound genuinely puzzled, not sarcastic or accusatory. Think of it like asking for directions when you're lost. You need her help to understand something that doesn't make sense to you. Phrase 2. I already know, I just want to hear it from you. This phrase creates the illusion that the truth is already out there. Most people confess when they think they've already been exposed. It removes the burden of being the first to reveal the secret. Here's how to say it. You know what? I'm already aware of what happened. I just need to hear it from you directly, not from other people. The psychology is powerful. If she believes you already know, then lying becomes pointless and actually makes things worse. She's not revealing a secret anymore. She's just confirming what's already known. Critical point. Do not specify details. Let her fill in the blanks. If you're bluffing and she calls your bluff, you've lost all credibility. But if you stay vague, her guilty conscience will do the work for you. Phrase 3. I'm not angry, just disappointed in the dishonesty. This shifts the focus from the action to the deception. Many women find it easier to admit to a mistake than to live with guilt about lying. You're showing that the real problem isn't what happened, it's the cover-up. Say it like this. Look, what bothers me isn't necessarily what might have happened. It's that you can't be honest with me about it. This works because it reframes the conversation. She's not confessing to betrayal. She's choosing honesty over dishonesty. You're giving her a way to be the good guy in the situation by telling the truth. But the next phrase is even more powerful. Phrase 4. Other people have already told me their version. This creates fear of an uncontrolled narrative. Women hate the idea that people are telling stories about them that they can't control or correct. Use it like this. You know, mutual friend's name already gave me their version of what happened, but I want to hear the truth directly from you. The psychology. She now imagines that people are talking, and whatever they're saying might be worse than the truth. She wants to set the record straight and control how the story gets told. Important. Don't name specific people unless you actually have information. But the fear that someone might have talked is often enough to break her silence. Phrase 5. I'll respect your honesty more than I'll be angry about the truth. This offers emotional amnesty in exchange for confession. You're promising that honesty will be rewarded, not punished. Frame it this way. Listen, if you tell me the truth right now, I'll respect your honesty. But if I find out the truth some other way, you're creating a safe space for confession while implying consequences for continued deception. Most people with guilt want forgiveness more than they want to keep secrets. The key is meaning it. If you promise to respect honesty, you need to actually do that when she confesses, even if the truth hurts. Phrase 6. Your behavior. These past few weeks explains everything. This is the game changer. You're pointing to evidence without making direct accusations. It forces her to analyze her own behavior and realize that her guilt has been showing. Say it exactly like this. You know, the way you've been acting these past few weeks, now I understand why. Then stop talking. The silence is crucial. Guilty people cannot handle silence after a statement like this. They will fill the void with explanations, justifications, or confessions. Why this works? Guilt changes behavior, and deep down, she knows she's been acting differently. When you point this out, she realizes her secret isn't as secret as she thought. The the jig is up. Phrase 7. I'm ready to hear the truth, but only once. This creates urgency and finality. You're offering one last chance while implying serious consequences for continued dishonesty. Deliver it like this. You have one opportunity to tell me everything exactly as it happened. After this conversation, I won't ask again. The psychology. This feels like a final offer of mercy. She knows that if she doesn't take this chance, there won't be another one. The time pressure forces a decision. The key is actually meaning it. If you say you won't ask again, don't ask again. Your credibility depends on following through. Bonus techniques. After each phrase, wait at least 10 seconds before saying anything else. Don't fill the uncomfortable silence with more words. Discomfort forces people to talk, and guilty people will confess to relieve the tension. Keep your posture calm and open. Maintain direct eye contact without being aggressive. No pointing, crossing arms, or threatening gestures. You want to seem strong, but safe. Never raise your voice. Don't make direct accusations until you have proof. Don't threaten to leave unless you're actually prepared to do it. Empty threats destroy your credibility. These phrases work because they bypass natural defensive mechanisms. When people feel attacked, they lie to protect themselves. But when they feel safe and understood, they often want to confess to relieve their guilt. Female psychology specifically. Women often confess to ease guilt more than men do. They fear being seen as liars more than being seen as unfaithful. They respond better to calm authority than aggressive confrontation. The guilt factor. Everyone who cheats carries psychological weight. These phrases make carrying that weight harder than telling the truth. Only use these techniques when you have genuine suspicions based on real behavioral changes. Be prepared for any answer, including the possibility that you're wrong. Don't use all phrases in one conversation. And remember, the truth might hurt, but lies hurt worse in the long run. Men, remember, the goal isn't to interrogate, it's to create space for honesty. If your woman has nothing to hide, these phrases won't damage your relationship. But if there are secrets, the truth will surface. Hit that like and subscribe for more male psychology content. Which of these 7 phrases seemed most effective to you? Have you ever been in a situation where you felt your partner was hiding something? Share your experience in the comments. Your stories help other men recognize the signs. Knowledge of female psychology gives you the advantage in relationships.